Greetings, Internet friends. Welcome to another episode of the Synergy Café online show, featuring speaker, entertainer, close-up illusionist, and marketing alchemist, Magic Brad. It's the Internet lifestyle show about career, finance, relationships, spirituality, and wellness. We're moving the online chatter over to real-life activity. And now, please welcome your host of Synergy Café, Magic Brad.
Hey Internet friends, Magic Brad here, Synergy Cafe and the Synergy Collaborative, and I'm here with a new guest, and I'm not sure where she's from, but we're going to find that out, and her name is either Helen or Helene, and we're going to find that out now too, because you can't pronounce stuff on the internet, you can just read it, so now I'm going to find out the pronunciation. Are you there?
I am, thank you Brad, and it is pronounced Helene.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
That's kind of what I thought.
That's right.
So,
And I'm located in Oakland, California. And I am a pre- and post-natal exercise specialist, as well as the author of a book, Exercise After Pregnancy, How to Look and Feel Your Best, and an award-winning DVD called Bounce Back Fast, Postnatal Core Conditioning.
well, that's kind of what you do, but I want to know more about who you are. Do you got kids yourself, or what?
Yes,
Married?
I am a mom, and I am proud to say that I just transitioned to the empty nester. My kid's in college, so I've kind of like phew,
Off to
did
Florida.
that. You know, I'm kind of on the outer side of motherhood now, but
How about pets? You got cat, dog,
I do. I have a variety of pets.
goldfish?
A very opinionated dog and a very opinionated cat.
Oh, that's gotta be
They don't get along very well.
One's voting for Trump and one's voting for Hillary, right?
Yeah, right. Well, they're all competing over, the bowls of food that goes down. I've got a dog that's part Labrador, and all she wants to do is eat, 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 eat.
I can relate to that. I like
Yeah.
doing that. So again, you're in Oakland, California,
That's right.
and that's kind of by San Francisco, isn't it?
It's the San Francisco Bay Area. That is
Yeah.
correct. And
I heard the puppy.
uh, we put her outside so she wouldn't bug us, but
That's okay.
apparently she's figured out how
I
to do
like
that.
I like to do these things authentic and transparent, and that's part of life,
Good.
This isn't
That's what
no
it's going to be.
exactly perfect. Okay, so here's another question: is now that we know where you live, where do you do your work? You do stuff like online Skype, or do you actually have a studio that you do your work in?
No,
Or do you...
I am totally online. My business is called Be Fit Mom, and the URL is exactly how it sounds. So it's BEFITMOM.com, Be Fit Mom. Yeah, I used to do quite a bit of teaching and training. And then when I started moving into the web and my stuff was published, the web basically took over. So now I'm primarily a web-based business.
Okay, and then so when do you do your work? I mean, there's a couple different things. When are you optimal when you do your work, and then when do you actually do your online webinars and stuff? So are you an AM person or a PM person?
I would say I'm an AM person.
Okay.
I guess I'm kind of old-fashioned. I believe in work before play. So, every morning, I pull out my to-do list and, I get things done.
I get it.
And then, of course, that gives me the ability, generally I quit by kind of mid to late afternoon. And that's when I go hit the gym and I get my exercise done.
Okay.
So that's kind of how I balance my life these days.
I kind of mix work with play. So I do some of these because I'm doing this off my laptop, but a lot of stuff I do is via the phone. I like to be free.
Yep. Well, the internet allows you to be anywhere and work anywhere, so it's terrific.
Right. So we kind of got what you do. It sounds like you do like online courses and things like that of how to be a mom and how to be fit and how to fit all that stuff into the time schedule and all that kind of thing. Is that what I'm getting?
Not so much courses. I have my website has an educational side that's all free, and I provide in-depth, and this is important, evidence-based information on pre and postnatal exercise so help women have healthier pregnancies and healthier babies. There's a lot of stuff out there on the web about this topic that's simply not factual.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I want to stress that all of the information you get from BeFit Mom is evidence-based. It's been proved in double-blind studies. There's no opinions. There's no mythology about it. And I feel that's really important so that women can really get the information that they need to make the choices that work for them in their lifestyle. And so that's a big part of it. And then the other part of it is I sell DVDs and workouts online. That's the other part.
Okay.
So I've got an educational side and an e-tail side to my business.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. I've never had any children myself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've never given births, but I understand that it's quite the, you need a lot of endurance when you do something like that. So it's good to be in shape before you get pregnant probably, huh?
It is. And you know, it's an amazing thing is that studies show that just a very little amount of exercise, so we're talking walking, 20 minutes a day, 5 or 6 days a week, just that amount of exercise has been shown to improve fetal health. And that's pretty incredible, that all mom has to do is just get over to move from sedentary to just somewhat active. And she can give her baby a big head start in life.
So how long, just curious, how long have you been doing this?
Wow. Let's see. So I figured out, I guess when my son was born, that was about 20 years ago,
Okay.
that the fitness industry did not understand or even care about in those days pre and postnatal. And I discovered when I was pregnant, but especially when I was postnatal, that, you know, crunches are actually dangerous. And it's a pretty complex body to train because not only do you have a weak abdominal wall, but all your ligaments are lax. The pregnancy of hormones relaxes your ligaments. And it does that so that you can give birth more easily.
Right.
But then you're postpartum, you don't have a functioning abdominal wall, and your ligaments are too lax. So the real issue of being postpartum is dynamic instability. So that's what you want to do first when you're a new mom, is rebuild functional stability. And that's what my book and my DVD are all about.
Well, that's some good information right there. I totally get it. Why the naturalness of a body would just relax a little bit, and if a person is starting to pump big iron and stuff, that's probably not good at all.
Right. The other thing that's dangerous that a lot of women, athletic women, want to get back to right away is running. You know, those runners out there, they never want to stop running, and they want to get into running very quickly. But because of the laxity and, you know, running basically is this constant bounce, 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 you're highly vulnerable to joint injuries. And that is especially true if you have ever sprained an ankle or had a knee injury. But it also, this bounce, 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 it actually tends to strain your uterine and bladder ligaments. And so you're vulnerable to something that's called prolapse, which those ligaments get too long and those organs actually fall down out of place. And that's a big problem. So
Totally makes sense.
yeah, you want to hold off on running. You want to hold off on heavy weight training. You want to rebuild your core and then transition. You know, it's kind of like before you get on the highway, you got to get on the ramp.
Yeah.
Then you can kind of ramp up safely
ascend at
without injury back into your favorite fitness activities.
Got it. Well, this is a very cool little niche you've got. I've seen a lot of like wellness type coaches and things of that sort, and I've seen mommy bloggers and stuff. They talk about that, and then your pre and your post kind of exercise and fitness. That You got a pretty interesting little niche there and a lot of experience, obviously.
Yes. And you know, one thing I want to move the discussion to today is my latest product, which is the Perfect Pregnancy and Postpartum Pounds app, because this truly is revolutionary, and I don't use that in any kind of flippant way. Right now, almost 70% of women in the US each year, so that's more than 3 million women, are not able to gain the ideal amount of weight during pregnancy. 80% gain too much and 20% gain too little. Both of these pose real problems. Problems to mom and problems to the developing baby. And some of these problems can actually be really severe, like gestational diabetes, preeclampsia, intrauterine growth restriction. So these are problems that we really need to address and talk about. And the co-founding issue right here is that 2/3 of American women now enter pregnancy either overweight or obese. And these are the women that need the most help. And, you know, they're not getting it from OBGYNs. OBGYNs say something like, well, don't gain too much. Okay, how's that helpful? Or they say, eat less, move more. And the reason why these kind of just general platitudes, while very well meaning, they don't work. Because in order for anyone to achieve their goal, and this is a fitness secret that you can use in every part of your life, a goal has to be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. That's SMART. Mm-hmm. We call these SMART goals in fitness. So when you look at the general, just, move more, eat less, not specific, not measurable, and when you put those two together, it's not attainable. I guess it's relevant and it's time-bound. So what I have done is I have worked out a pretty complex set of mathematics. So depending on your BMI, your body mass index coming into pregnancy, your age, height, and weight, I determine your metabolic balance point. And that is your Goldilocks number, where that is what it takes, the amount of energy that it takes for you to maintain your size. So not too much, not too little, right there specifically for you, your Goldilocks number. And then it tracks pregnancy weight gain over time, all through 3 trimesters. So then a woman can see, oh wait, I'm actually not gaining enough. You can take action about that before it comes to be a problem. Or, gee, I'm really gaining too much. She can go to her OBGYN and discuss it and have a neutral platform. This is really important. It's hard to talk about weight problems. It's hard for everyone. But this gives both the woman and her doctor a neutral platform where they can make a specific series of goals and how to achieve that goal so that mom can prevent all of these prenatal problems.
So right away, could you just give us a website domain or something verbally, and then I will also link that in?
Absolutely.
And then I want to ask you my favorite question.
Great. You can find out more than you ever wanted to know, probably, about this product and about all aspects of pre- and postnatal fitness and health at www.befitmom. That's B as in boy, E, F as in Frank, IT.mom. Mom. BeFitMom.
BeFitMom.com.
.com, right.
Got it. Perfect. Well, this is my final question, and I don't like to do these too long because people only have 24 hours in their day, so yeah. I'm about time efficiency, so we don't want to take too much of their valuable time. Here's the big question, and you're very passionate about this, obviously very knowledgeable about what's going on, but I wonder, why is it you do this? Why aren't you like a yoga instructor? Why aren't you like a bus driver or maybe a hiker or ski instructor or something? Why did you choose this for a career?
Well, I don't know whether I chose it so much as I found it. Um, and I got into the fitness industry. I was a dancer when I was younger, so I was always kind of interested in the body and being in the body. Um, and I think the real reason why I got into this field in particular is that I didn't grow up with healthy role models. And that surprises a lot of people because a lot of people assume that people in the fitness industry do, but I really didn't. I didn't grow up with good physical health models or psychological health modeling in my family, and I think I naturally kind of gravitated into what I needed. So my message to women is, you can be a healthy role model mom, even if that's not your background. You can become that. And I'm kind of living proof of that, is that you can, one day at a time, one step at a time, just keep moving yourself and growing yourself in the area where you want to be. And eventually you get there.
Okay. So the big why is you want to help other people and kind of pay it forward.
Absolutely. And, especially when you can make a change fundamentally in the health of an infant before they're born, talk about a huge head start in life. That baby is just zooming off into better health right from the beginning. And, that's really cool.
It is. It'll have a compounding effect, so to speak.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
again, I don't like to take too much time, so I'm going to sign this one off, but I appreciate
Great.
you taking the time. If you want to stay on, we'll chat a little further, but then I got to get this
Okay.
propagated out to the internet. So I appreciate you, Helene, for taking the time and sharing your knowledge, experience, and wisdom. And this is Magic Brad with Synergy Cafe and the synergycollaborative.com. So peace, love, and happiness. Thanks again. We'll talk soon.
Thank you.